I just don't. I think
I'm
it's
finding that a lot of
outside
it's
influence.
that's what I'm finding is that a lot of it is outside money coming from
Yes.
outside. I challenged Andrew on it because he was getting union donations. I'm like, well, where's your union based? It took a long conversation for him to say that there was an office here in District 1. Luis Reyes and Joe Vinatieri are also getting union contributions, but I found out that the unions they're getting money from are not based in Whittier and do not have any members living in Whittier. So those are definitely outside contributions. In addition, I found that they were also getting contributions from investment firms, lobbying firms. No connections to Whittier. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Well, all I can say is,
I mean, shouldn't candidates rely mostly on contributions from the district that they're seeking to represent?
I would agree. I would have to say that it should be community first. You know,
Okay.
the people in the community and how it affects the community. I'm more concerned about the people that live here.
Okay.
So
I wanted to ask you because the only forum I was able to get to was the one from the other day from the League of Women Voters. And you were saying something about the rights of the investors, that you felt that the rights of investors were being attacked. Can you explain that a little?
the rights of investors.
Yes. I believe it was property investors that you mentioned.
Oh yeah, property investment. Like if you invest in your own property, right? You want to be able to do with your property what you want to do with it, right? If it's yours, I mean that's one of the basic principles of ownership, right? And I think when people are trying to tell you what to do with something that you bought and paid for, I think unless it's harmful to the rest of the people around you, you know, I think you should pretty much be able to do with what you want to do with your property. Now, I mean, some things you won't be able to do because of maybe the zone that you're in. But I think for the most part, as far as investments go, people should be more or less free to do let's say with their property. You buy a home, why should you have to build, you know, a granny flat in the back? Why should you be forced to do that by the state?
Okay, so you're talking about private property
Yes,
owners,
private
not
property owners.
What about the case of developers? Like we have Brookfield, they came in and we made an agreement with them where we would approve their development if they agreed to include senior housing and low-income housing as part of the development. But recently, they broke the contract because we found out that there is no low-income housing being included, no senior housing being included. It's all high-income housing for people who make more than $250,000 a year. What would you do with that?
They need to be sued for breach of contract.
Okay. I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah.
So that would be something that you would look into.
Yes. I think so.
Okay. So you're the #1 candidate right now.
Well, 0.1%. That's not a lot.
Well, it's something though. It's something. People were wanting me to ask you about something because we were talking about campaign statements earlier, and you have one contribution that you reported, and you reported it within less than 24 hours after you got it, which is you're the only one that did that.
Oh.
Everyone else waited after 24 hours to report their contributions.
Okay.
It was for $5,000 from Henry J. Matson. Is he a friend of yours? How do you know him?
Well, he was basically somebody that I talked to, and it just happened that he has the same ideas as far as, for example, from what I understand, he has a property that he leases, I guess, from the city, and then he gives half of what he gets.
So he's a property
rents.
owner within the city of Whittier.
Yes, and I believe he gives half of what he actually gets in rent, and he gives that. That was part of the original agreement.
Okay.
And now, from what I understand, the city of Whittier wants to relinquish on that. You know, they want to take that away now. They don't want to continue to lease it, and they want to put the homeless there.
Wait a minute.
Which is right by the freeway.
Hold on. Back up.
Yes.
Because the reason I was told to ask about this because according to the address that you provided, I guess his primary residence is in Anaheim. I mean Irvine. Excuse me.
Right.
But you're saying that he has a property. Is the city trying to take the property from him, or
Well, they basically want to not have him lease the property anymore.
so
They
is he the owner or just a leaser?
He's basically leasing the property.
Okay.
And so,
Is this the RV park?
yes, the RV park. And see, what they want to do is house the homeless there,
Okay.
where the RV park is, and
The
it's
RV
right
park is the one on
by the freeway.
the one by the freeway. What's the name of that street? Esperanza.
Yes.
That's the one on Esperanza that they want to build a shelter there, and so Henry is the guy that owns that property, and they're basically trying just to kick him out of there.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think that it's right, it's very close to the residences too that live right there. There's a
Okay.
school that's right close by there. So I just don't, I
Well,
think
there's
it's
a lot.
kind
There's
of
a lot, but there's. I mean, is the city really still trying to do that? Because I know that they face a lot of opposition from that, and if they went through with that, there'd be a lot of pissed off people.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? That's one of the things that I agree with him on, and so.
I think that now that
Yes.
now that you said that, I think there's going to be a lot of other people that agree with him also.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's one of those things where if it's good for the people, good. But if it's not good for the people, then we shouldn't go along with
So
it.
he's a local business owner then.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So you know what? Why shouldn't I take a contribution from someone who has?
He's in the
local
he's in the
business.
community.
Right.
I mean, he's actually outside the district, but he's
Right.
he's in the city of Whittier though.
Exactly. He has interest in our community. He's providing funding that's actually going to the city.
Right. And he that's been there for a long,
Right.
long time for
Exactly.
decades actually.
Right. And he's a respected guy.
Okay. So we did have questions about that, but you explained it though, so which is nice. So everybody knows. So that's gonna conclude this segment. Let me see if there's anything else on here.
And by the way, I was very
I did-
grateful that he gave me a contribution.
I'm sure a lot of people are. It's very hard to get people to contribute to city council campaigns because often, as you know, it's hard work campaigning,
Yes.
and you're lucky to get a contribution at all. Because a lot of people don't want to contribute to council campaigns because they're considered too small. In that vein, it's. I talked to, because when I confronted Andrew about the union news, he's the one, I mean, at first he was kind of fighting me on it, and then this morning he was singing about it, and he's the one that told me about the contributions to Lewis and Whittier about the unions. He also informed me that there's people going around the district ripping up signs, vandalizing signs.
I don't
How do you feel about such prettiness?
Well, I'll tell you what. It happened to me. When I ran for assembly the last time. That happened, and I was shocked that people would do that kind of thing. And if it's happening again, it's a shame that it's happening again. But I don't have enough signs out there to rip up anyway.
Well, take it from me. You can put all the signs. You can pay $1,000 for nothing but
Right.
signs, put them up all over the place, and it still won't get you elected.
Oh, it's true. I know.
I found that out the hard way. So this is going to be the end of part 4.
Is it already?